Hey guys, Britto here, welcome back to Farming Simulator 2019. Here we are back with our Rags2Riches hardcore series back at Somerset Farms. So I did finish off those last few missions in our last episode, last little bit of a time lapse. We brought back our spray, or we call it liquid fertilizer here. We've only got 700 litres in there, which isn't too much I suppose, but it's a little bit. I did actually get a hold of Mike and his friend again and told him that we definitely wanted that tractor back and explained the issues that we had with money and jobs, and he was understandable, well, understanding I should say, a little bit frustrated but understanding. We paid him the same money again and we now own the tractor again, so we head down to the shop. You can see the Zetor Z8601-134, exactly the same tractor that we had before. And then looking at jobs this morning, there's a lot of fertilizing jobs, another 4, and a cultivating job, which I won't do just yet, but I think we'll take each of these fertilizing jobs, head on over to the store. We're going to pick up a couple of things. We're going to pick up the sprayer, the SP2002, pretty old school sprayer, but it should get the job done, at least for us to get these, contracts and stuff done. So we'll buy that guy, and I think we do have fertilizer back at the farm, but I'm definitely going to need to buy another one anyway, so that's going to get rid of every last cent we have just to get some more missions done. So we're going to struggle a little bit for a little while, I think, as far as money goes. We've still got some seed sitting there for when we need to seed some fields and that sort of stuff. So we've already sprayed this field here last episode and it's growing away. So this is day 3, late spring we're at the moment. Okay, so which fields have we got? 7 and 8. The first 2 we can do. So just out to our left, right next to each other. Awesome. Go and get those guys done straight away. It's going to be reasonably easy. I was contemplating going with the fertilizer spreader, as I said, but we just didn't quite have enough money. The fertilizer spreader was 3.5 grand, I think, plus 2 grand. So we needed 5.5 grand to get a fertilizer spreader and some fertilizer itself. We just didn't quite have enough money, so unfortunately we had to go with the sprayer. I mean, the sprayer does get more done at a time, but the fertilizer spreader does it a little bit quicker and it's a little bit less costly, I think. But we saved 2.5 grand, I guess, with buying the sprayer instead of the spreader, so that's a bonus. Alright, so we need to swing into the left here. The car's right behind us. Calm down, buddy. So nowhere near as big as the last sprayer that we had, the hired one, but it's still pretty big nonetheless. Spray and off we go. So field number 7, we'll bring that up here. Yep, she's working away. Just make sure everything's going good with the contract before we get too far ahead of ourselves. With this as well, we can potentially do weeding contracts too, but I'm not sure if they do actually have weeding contracts with the seasons mod installed. Not 100% sure. We'll have to wait and see if one comes up, I guess. I'll try and flick this around without getting caught up in the hedge or the tree. Beautiful. So I'm hoping this is enough fertilizer to get all 4 of these fields done. Not 100% sure, but I'm hoping it will be enough. I said if not, we've got 600 or so litres left back at the farm, or at Mike's farm I should say. So we're going to have a little bit that we can use if we need to get that little bit extra. See, there's a few weeds on the field. not too many, but they sort of just pop up in random spots now. That's why I don't think there's any more contracts and stuff as far as weeding goes. So I do apologise if I sound a little bit weird today. Just a bit of hay fever, I think, and visiting my partner last night, our new dog Max, and our rabbit that we've got Nala as well. I think I'm allergic to dogs that I do know of, and also rabbits, and the rabbit is what sets me off. So I think I've just been sneezing heaps this morning and constantly blowing my nose and runny nose, you know, runny eyes, all that sort of stuff. It's a little bit frustrating, but you do get used to it. So I've taken some hay fever tablets, and hopefully that's going to help today. Usually does, but we'll see how it goes. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying this series so far. I like the idea of having, you know, no money, no loans, no equipment, no farms, no hired workers, you know, all that sort of stuff, making it a much harder version of the Rags2Riches that we've done before in the past. These bloody crows are hanging around again. Try and scare him away. There we go. Alright, get this bit done. So Rags2Riches Lumberjack series is still going really well. I did get the dual T16000M joysticks all set up, and I've tested them out a little bit. I'm still trying to get my head around how they work, because while it's much easier, you can do two things at once, it's also much harder to process in your head what you're trying to do and get your hands to work properly, and not forget buttons and all that sort of stuff. So it's going to take a lot of practice to get as smooth as someone like FTR logging and that sort of stuff, but I'm hoping eventually I'll get to the same sort of level as him and be able to do it pretty good. Alright, so overspraying a little bit here, but hopefully this contract will end pretty soon. We've only used, you know, just under 20% of our tank, so it's pretty good. Any second now we should be done. Come on. There we go. Do that, we'll fold it up. We'll accept that. Build number 8's our next one. $2,200, that's pretty good money. I have to park the tractor here, go for a bit of a run. So I did notice there's a gate here, so we need to open the gate and not block the whole road. Alright, let's go. Not sure if I'm going to need to shut the gate. I'll try not to. Must be potatoes or something planted on, pardon me, planted on this field, I think. This hay fever is sort of really driving me nuts today. It's frustrating. I'm the same. It's really weird. I'm the same whenever I, you know, like mow the lawn or something. My brother, I know, is allergic to grass really, really bad, and I think for me, not as allergic as him, but it certainly gives me, you know, hay fever as well. So runny nose, a lot of sneezing, and all that sort of stuff. So now I'm pretty lucky to have these problems. I guess it could be worse. I could have something more seriously wrong with me. A bit of hay fever is not gonna kill anyone, so pretty lucky in that sense, I suppose. It's just more frustrating than anything else. I guess if any of you guys watching suffer from hay fever and stuff, I guess you understand exactly where I'm coming from. Right, so this is field number 2 that we've got the contract for. Another 2 after this, and then we'll have to see what other jobs are there. I might even purchase a cultivator. We can get one reasonably cheap, so to get that other cultivation job done, it's only a couple of $100, but it's just going to mean more equipment, more possibilities to get more jobs without having to use other people's equipment, I guess. And I don't really know, because there's not going to be a lot of cultivating contracts coming up at the moment. So the majority of it's going to be fertilizing now, this time of year. Late spring, everything's pretty much already planted. It just needs to be fertilized, so I'd say it's going to be a fair bit of these sorts of contracts for a little while. Have a quick look. Yes, there's only transporting, so we could possibly look at transporting, but I don't think I can get front loader attachment on this. We'd have to use our strong farmer mod, which it's not very realistic at all, so try and avoid doing that if we can. But what are we up to now? 55%, so not far off getting this one done as well. It's always the outside run that takes the longest. What the other two contracts were? They're worth less than both of these, so there must be smaller fields, so we'll get through them a little bit quicker. So I guess we probably need to look at the map at the moment and see which fields haven't been cultivated or planted yet. There potentially might be some more cultivating or ploughing jobs coming up. Just really depends. So that field ahead of us hasn't been ploughed or cultivated yet, or seeded. The one over there just ahead of us now hasn't been ploughed, cultivated or seeded either, so potentially there's a couple of jobs. I think that one over there, don't think it's been, no, it's withered. I'm gonna say it looks like it's growing, but it's obviously not. I want to try not to waste too much fertilizer here. 93%. This should pretty much get us through, I think. This last little bit here. Done. Right, so we need to duck out of here when we can, when it's safe to do so. There's a couple of fields here that haven't been done yet. We get out of here, pull over in this pullover bay over here so we can go back and shut that gate. Bear hazards on. Sure there's no one coming. Grass. Oh, that's not even part of the field. So let's have a look. Clear that. Have a look. How many are withered? So there's still 8. And what job is available? Field 32. Just here. So there's still this one, which would be a good payout. These two, which would be reasonably good too, and 22. So potentially might be a good option. Where are we going? 34 or 49? Right next to each other pretty much, on the same road to get in. So if we go in and look at our cultivators, we have the Bronny 5-jar met. $1,200. Tyres or no tyres? I like the tyres, this makes it look cool. 6 meters wide, so not too bad. This guy's only 2.2, so it's a waste of time. I don't think I have any subsoilers or anything, no. So it's only really that, which is, well, and this one, but it's only 3 meters wide. $1,200. So it's still going to owe us $900 even after doing this job, but now it's still, I said there's plenty of other jobs that are going to be coming up, I think, for cultivating, so we need to try and take all the jobs we can. So 49 and 34 are our next two. So we'll keep the map up. And what I might do is we'll get there. I'll purchase the cultivator. Might actually do that now while you guys are still here. Purchase this. It's only $1,200. So we can get this other job done, so let's accept that. Build 32, which is just over here. And I'll get once we get to this field, I'll end me talking and we'll get the next 2 sprayed in time lapse and the 3rd one cultivated in time lapse, and that'll do us, I think, until day 1 of summer, which will be tomorrow. So I guess I'll just come back every day and see what jobs are available and just try and take them and see what we can get done. I don't know if I should run it times 5 speed or times 15, just to get through the days a little bit quicker. We should be able to take, 4 or 5 jobs and get them done in the one day. That might take us, I don't know, from 7 AM to 5 PM might take us about half an hour, real lifetime, to get through an entire day at running times 15. Or 45 minutes, half an hour to 45 minutes, I think. Oh, I need to turn left into here. There's field 49 to our right. So radio guys, I'll end the episode here. If you guys enjoyed this one, as always, smash that like button. Leave a comment, let me know what you think of the series so far, and if you want to see it continue. If you guys are new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, guys, please do so. It's been Britto, thanks for watching. See you again soon.